The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today. Let's understand tablet and pen time. Every time I talk to you or talk to people, I'm always wanting you to tablet and pen for a reason. I give you rules and tools. See, everybody wants the American dream. Sounds great. Everybody talks about it. All right, they have little pieces. Reality is they don't have the whole pie like I do. I was behind the scene, setting up a lot of the system in the past. So we're going to talk about what I did in the past, what I did today, and what I get you to millionaire status, by the way, through corporate structure. So let's understand today, tablet and pen time is pretty important to all of us. As we do this, let's understand in the beginning, no pictures are recording. I need you to understand it's a mindset. That's the ultimate goal. We have to understand to see it, believe it, and go get it. And that's the ultimate goal for all of you. As we do this today, I'd like to give you rules and tools how to get to the million dollar dream. Ultimate goal. Me, I accomplish all my goals. I don't stop till I do. I never even ever consider not accomplishing the goal. Maybe that's how I got to the first million at 14 and a half through corporate structure, maybe first billion at 21 and double billion at 26. Kind of fun. So the goal is today is to listen and learn and play the game of business. So I wrote Winning the Game of Business 49 years ago. So the goal for you is to listen and learn. Let's understand that today. There's me in 1981. Highest and fastest kick on planet Earth. But I like goodies. You like goodies? I got my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half. What did you get? Drove it to Orange Coast College when I went to work. So let's understand mindset today. All right, the mind, you have to understand, to see it, to believe it, you'll get it. For me, it was pretty simple. If I could touch it, I could kick it. That's how I broke down the goal. I was kicking the door jam at 10, then the basketball hoop, and I was 14 and a half years old at Chibuco Junior High. Not possible. Registered newspaper took a picture and said, white boys can jump. So the ultimate was pretty simple. So if I can touch it, I can kick. It's like a goal. Every goal we have, we can reach it if we just follow through. See it, believe it, go get it. So the goal is simple. Think about today. All right, how many steps does it take to actually reach a goal? 38. Every goal you have, write down your list, 38 steps. Then when you take that knowledge and you apply the knowledge, it takes 8 times to hear it. You have to see something or do something 8 times to master it. And then you have questions as you go along anyway. So the goal is simple, like today, turnkey, auto income. See, what I realized years and years and years ago, in the 80s, people want to get the credit for the personal and business, and then they want a business or something, they want to run it, but I don't want to run it. So I learned a long time ago auto income. Now, I know nowadays they call it passive income, residual income, I don't care. At the time for me, I called it auto income. See, I ended up getting up to 22,000 payphones by the time I'm 17 and a half. I was buying collections and buying other routes. People were complaining about the payphone business, but you know what? I knew it was a numbers game. Now, if you understand that 22,000 payphones average $300 a month, that's only 6.6 million per month, and I was doing $100 million a year anyway. So let's play. From there, I had my 19 houses. All right, they told me I couldn't get number 20. I transferred to my division process I created in 85, 86, and I freed up my loan to value problem. I would like you to focus on auto income of 10,000 to 100,000 a month. I like you to understand, no matter where you come from, because me, I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, rags to riches. So you see, you could be 45, 70 years old now, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. See, these people didn't start their business till they're in the 50s and 60s. And what? See, the biggest problem most people have is money. So let's understand today, pretty simple. All right, you're not getting a raise, you're not getting going to win the lottery. How about I get you a bunch of corporate credit? You see, one thing about corporate credit that I learned as a kid, as I got my first $100,000 for helping out industries when I was 9 and a half, came in the mail. Here's 10 million. How much would you like? You see, it takes money to get what you want, but let's not steal it from the family. Let's build corporate credit. Doesn't show up on your personal file anyway. See, I believe most of you, if you have shitty credit, you did it to yourself because you don't understand rules and tools. You see, I'd like to get some money. Did you know borrowing money is not taxable? Did you know basically using corporate credit doesn't show up on your personal file and you can build that business up and away? I wonder if you can get ready if you listen to me. I'd like to make you a CFO. Would that be okay? So let's understand. Let's look at this one more time. My ass is high as 6-foot locker. So I broke it down that day, and my hair is actually going up. That means I'm on my way down. So it's pretty simple. I hit the light with my head when I kicked at the lights. They're only 13 feet. All I had to do is basically walk 2 steps and go, wee! Well, that was just me having fun. Let's get your highest goal you've ever had. Let's get you some goodies. You like the goodies I obtained? Corporations and division process. You could actually win the game in business. You could actually learn to win. I like to repackage you my way. Kind of like Humpty Dumpty. I want to reprogram you. So I like to basically get you to be a CFO. Now, hopefully you have your tab and pen ready to go. And what we're going to do is very simple. We're going to break down CFO personal first. See, as a personal person, you have to understand you should have 100,000 of credit personally. Believe it or not, this is 50,000. You want 2 of these? So what do? The rules are simple. You have to use 25 to 29% rule, period. All right, so you maintain your 750 score. But that actually gives you what, 71,000 of safety in case you have no shit day, week, month, or year. See, you got to put a stick in the back of your card. The reality is you didn't know how to play. All cards basically fluctuate, but these don't. So I can get you to 750, and I can give you the discipline so you never screw it up again. Is that okay with you? You learn to play the game to win. Next, we have to have a what? Corporation with 100,000 to $1 million of credit. 3 divisions, corporation, that's $1 million of credit. So again, we have 9 divisions. You see, what you did to you is you allowed yourself to be the duck and the sheep. You were the target. And that's why you took from your personal credit to jack it up for the corporation. Corporation didn't have divisions, so it screwed that up too. We're going to talk about division process today. The old thing, what I set up and created in 85, 86. So that 100,000 to $500,000 in a monthly base, that's auto income. If we do this correctly, we can actually do asset protection. See, what you got to do is protect your assets. That means house, and that means family. Now, take a picture of that because that's what a true CFO would do. If you allow me to do this, I'll have you there in 90 days or less, if you allow me to. So let's understand one of my books, very simple. All right, I called it Bullshit Didn't Pay Your Bills. Because it's true. Sorry, it's just kind of blunt and direct. But again, the reality is it's true. What happens with most people, 87% have a excuse, too many excuses. See, I believe you've been ripped off by a friend and family member. You spent thousands, but crap didn't work, and now you're trying to figure out what to do next. And now you go, I can't make any more mistakes. You probably screwed up 50 times anyway. If I told you you could get all your goals today and invest 2,500 bucks, would you find the money? The answer is yes. You'd always go find the money. But then all of a sudden that yes, 5 minutes later becomes a no. See, your lack of commitment to do something is the problem. And when you listen to a bunch of ding-dongs out there, you do little pieces. You need the whole pie. That's the ultimate goal. Let's show you what I did for Robert and Joanne. Okay, good people. But the difference is, what do? I had to put their credit, basically rebuild the credit to a 740. Now that took me 89 days, 89 working days. Next, American Express personal business. The reason we want the personal American Express is they don't fluctuate. They're unlimited up to $1 million. $1 million. So then they have a period of time limit as well. So this is how we can maintain that 750 score. See, I believe you all jacked up the wrong damn card because your lack of knowledge is stupidity, man and woman. You're not stupid, but you did stupid, I think. So 72,500 personal credit, 156 days. Next, we got 233,000 in business credit, 210 days. So it takes time, rules, and tools. But I told them, give me their American Express card. I said, give me your platinum card. All right, I got it for them. I want you to give it to me. I took their corporation and created a division of the same name under my corporation. You see, as long as I can prove hundreds of thousands in and out per month, I can take this card, pay the bill, and guess what I get to do? I get a blueprint loan. American Express, Stellar Bank, and Chase have a blueprint loan. So what do? Well, we did the blueprint loan, and they got basically here, all right, $100,000 plus, 196,000. Now, if we had a checkbook for a blueprint loan right now, what would you do with the money? Most people try to run a business, kind of piss it away and screw it up, kind of like some of you. So what happens is I took the blueprint loan and we used it to go do what? Here's how it works. You do, we do, or I do. Write it down. You do, we do, I do. You do, we do, I do. Because when I go after a storage unit, I'll show you how to coach it and do it, or we do it together, or I'll just do it for you. And we can share a piece if you want. So storage unit is $1.9 million. They want 165 down. They can write a check and get through the escrow. No problem. Monthly income is only $22,000 a month. What do? We do a couple more in escrow, 3 more. What do? We're trying to gather through the division process. That basically becomes $119,000 a month. Is that good? From there, yearly, that's $1.4 million. So let's understand. Your problem is you spent thousands on something that didn't work. You got screwed up a little bit here and there. What I'd like you to do is understand $119,000 a month, $1.4 million a year, and all they started with is $5,000. They invested $5,000 in one of my programs. As I build credit up and away, they did more. That was the goal. Now understand, if I get $5,000 and I spend it on an American Express card today, the payment per month is $50. The average person spends $50 every other day, kind of wasting and pissing it away. So then that takes away their excuses. What do you think? So if you need a profit corporation or a nonprofit from last year to get some grant money or have a business to get a line of credit, all you got to do is understand something very simple. We have them in stock if you don't have one. From here, I like to blueprint every one of you. The blueprint is very simple. That's you and me on the phone privately. Hopefully your partner of life or your spouse. We're going to look at blueprinting you because I want to set up the past, present, and future, any problem with bankruptcy or tax lien, American Express or Chase. Then I want to basically blueprint you so we go forward. See, I got to understand you're good, bad, and ugly. So what do? Family, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust needs to be in place because we have to plan to die. Problem with most people, and the reason we have probate attorneys, because people are stupid. They could have spent $25 friggin' and your family would have never been to probate. But because people don't do what they're supposed to do, and they go, they screw it up. That's called stupid. I don't like stupid. So we're going to make sure that nothing in your life when you pass 50 years from now that gets in this probate. or you're going to plan to die. Your car should be a division of a corporation. The house should have been bought through the trust. But we're going to look at auto income, and we're going to focus on cash flow free time, which is in my book 49 years ago, page 6, paragraph 3. That blueprint call with you is an hour. Hopefully you're part of life. The office here is very simple. They'll set it up for you right away, and you get stuck with me. Now let's understand this is a year to run, not to look back. The ultimate goal is pretty simple. I'd like you to write down, I will accomplish my goals. See, my thing for me, I never doubted it. I don't stop till I'm done. I don't understand. Why do people not reach their goals? Because they gave up. So let's look at chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA an attorney, but I am going to circle corporations a legal person right there. Now, I was 7.5 years old when I heard this at a poker game, Mrs. Hope's house. I wrote it down, rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is a library. Man, what does this mean? She was mean. She walked away. She was rude. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of this. Here's a book. I read the book. I'm looking for a blueprint. Do you see what I just circled now? May sue or be sued. Now, what I got stuck on, it was business 17983. Something was wrong there, and it was. That's what helped create the division process. Now, by the time I was done at 9.5 years old, I sent away $10. You got $10 today? You got $30? A nonprofit in California costs $30. See, most people, they spend thousands on attorney, CPA, and corporate service. They don't realize corporations are free. You just pay a little filing fee. I got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. Scared the you-know-what out of us. See, credit cards came in the mail to corporations and people years ago. I got named in the movie Dave. Then I screwed up when I was 12.5 years old. You ever notice you keep screwing up when you're trying to build a business? Everybody's trying to get you and knock you down anyway? Well, what happened is very simple. I started the Orange County Blind Center, and I used the word Braille. I didn't realize it belonged to the Braille Institution. I had to learn to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. See, our goal is to never bring the pain home. Here's the big lie for you. And this is what you have. I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. People call our office all the time and say that. It makes them sound kind of stupid. But they understand what happens. Corporation on Secretary of State's website, your name's right there. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Congratulations. Somebody told you they didn't. That's a bunch of BS. So let's understand. When you sign for a car for the corporation, you sign the lease of a building, and you sign for the credit card, you pierce your veil. So if you bankrupt that corporation under the Federal Protection Act, and again, not here to be safe attorney, guess what happens? He still come get you. Then it forces you into bankruptcy too. So if you want to learn to play, you should have 3 divisions of me. Write it down. Legitimately file, publish, and a tax ID. So we got a choice. Now, if you have a corporation today, I told everybody to file this anyway. It's called the BOI. But it's back on effect by March 21st. You need help? Call the office, 800-254-9506. We'll help you and charge a little fee or do it on your own. Main thing is awareness for you. All right, so let's do this. Let's draw that diagram right there. Let's draw this diagram over here. I want you to focus what happens in life. Banks and grocery stores. Banks have a branch number. Grocery store has a store number. When they bankrupt a location, they take the assets and the money and they write off on their taxes. Simple. You keep bringing the pain home to you. I can think that's kind of silly and dumb, to be honest, too, but what can I say? You should have 3 divisions of me. See, the problem is you didn't know how to play the game to win. And I helped develop a lot of things too. So stop bringing the pain home. Let's see. If we take every card in our personal wallet today, put a sticky. We write down the limit of the card. You got a 10,000 card. Wow, it's 10,000. Let's go get to dinner. Let's go piss it away. Well, that's what most of you did. So out of 10,000, you're going to use 29%. That's $2,900. Anything above that dropped your score, got stuck, couldn't get it anymore, backed yourself and found me in a corner. You honked your house and brought the pain home to you and your spouse. I call it silly and dumb. You see, if you would have had this and this, you don't fluctuate, there's a 750 for the rest of your life. Your problem is lacking the rules and tools of Ray Reynolds, and that's me. Become a certified CFO. Let's reprogram our brains into millionaire status. Let's look beyond that curtain every time, because that's what you need to do. But again, I'm going to tell you to write down, see it, Believe it, go get it, because that's what worked for me since I was 9.5 years old. But it's up to you. See, the list is simple. It's called a goal list. I like to do one for you. I like to give you your list. I'd really like to just tell you what to do and, do what I want, because what you did didn't work. Sorry, it's just true. My goal list is to get you a daily, weekly, monthly, and project list. My goal list, if you allow me to do it for you, would get you to Millionaire Corporation. Your list already, it failed. So what do? Hopefully what happens today, that my story and what I had to go through can help you a little bit. I think I'm always God's example. All right. 3 yachts in the backyard worth $2.37 million, or 3.7 million corporate structure, no problem. I'm having fun, helping people. I took out one of the yachts in July 4, 2009. Everything I touched turns to gold, okay. But then I found myself in a coma the very next day, 5:41. Got to die in a coma, got to come out. Why don't you Google the address? Find out I'm telling you the truth. From there, what did I do? I hear my wife being tricked to sign a POA for my tax attorney, and I hear the nurse ask my wife if I was a donor. All of a sudden, I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. That's right, stay in peace or go back. I said go back that day. You see, she basically called the office, and what? Ron went to the office. You all tried to steal my books and CDs. Tom, my IT manager, sold my websites and phone numbers to a porn site. Then I first coma. I've had 2 so far. 5.5, I was crippled for life. Last one they're working on, I got to die, come back and help you anyway. You see, you got to realize the excuses people have. You see, I had to move 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. I've actually been shot with a gun, and I've been knifed too. Kind of sucks. But you know what I got? I got faith and persistence. But understand, there's my big old shit day. That's me dead. Now I look like when I was dead. So what do we get to do? Always good. No matter what I'm going through as a mindset as a little kid, people would ask how you doing. I'd just say it was good because they didn't care anyway. So I realized it's a mindset for me even to this day. When I'm on the phone with anybody, I always, how you doing? They go, how you doing, Mr. Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, or hey, you. I say, always good. You know what they say? I love hearing that. See, it's a mindset for me and everybody else. Thank you, Jesus, for that too. So the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So let's understand your biggest mistake. You didn't pay attention. You felt like ducks and sheep. Come on. You were 14 to 16, and you were told to go get an SSN. You didn't basically follow. And what did you do? You got the SSN. Did you realize that's an SS5 form? We the people. Your Social Security card. And do you realize the SS4 and SS5 work in conjunction? In conjunction? And it says legal name of entity or individual person right there. This is all IRS. So if you didn't file your tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did, out of $18 million out of his pocket. Now no one knows who he is. Who is he again? Or just go to prison where you belong. So let's understand you should have 3 divisions of you. Now let's understand what we get to do today. Write down irs.gov. I want you to get to 1244. Plan the problem. You see that SS5 right there you didn't pay attention to? So I connect the SSN and 1040. What do we get to do next? Very simple. That Social Security card says on the back of it, do not laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes. It's kind of like marijuana. Feds say no, state said yes. Wow, it's like too what? What do we do? You see, it even says property assessment administration on you. So we'll understand something. We're measured by a number today. What do we get to do? That's what connects the SS4 or SSN to the 1040 tax return right there to never bring the pain home. Now, when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, where's my money? U.S. personnel, HR. They said the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. We can learn to play, but we're going to have to follow through too. So let's understand today is called We the People, and we can play under the 1244. Do you realize I got an LLC Corp become an S? Almost no tax up to 3 to 5 million anyway. So we should play the game to win. So what did you do? You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody for you. We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop our score, get stuck, can't get any damn more, and we're going to back ourselves in a corner and basically going to hawk our house too and be super stupid anyway too. I thought that's just stupid. I'm sorry. You jacked up the wrong damn card. Why didn't you listen to rules and tools? I don't know, really? Well, guess what? I've been teaching for 49 years, online or in person. There's no excuse. You didn't bother to do your research. That's on you. So never bring that damn pain home again. I'll build you up, and away. The lack of knowledge is what people do stupid things. Of course they do, because they don't know how to do it right. I'm going to guarantee what I say 100% in writing. That means all you have to do is be part of the program, and you have to do the 2 rules and basically pay attention. See, I had history to you, corporate divisions. You get all these invitations, or you're pre-approved. You're not. So my only 2 rules are simple. Don't jack up a credit card, and don't apply. If you do, I got to close your case to charge you a fee. So please don't screw up my program today. You got a collection item. There's 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem. They have a form too. It's called 656-433 A and B. Get yourself back in the system so we can play the game to win. Ultimate goal is understanding credit. You got to do this. You got to stop that. Understanding rules and tools, 750 score and more. TRW stood for Raymond, basically TRW, the report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Warridge. They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California. They became a spear in 96. When I was training Ken Yarborough, I drew the first one of these. Good, fair, hell no. 750. So we're going to master Ray's rules and tools from now on. And we're going to understand. Right now, you're going to write down a phone number, 888-567-8688. Write it down. You see, they sell that mailing list about the voters. They sell the cable bill, the corporation. What you have to understand is you got to get yourself off the national mailing list and the robocall lists. You added yourself in the first place. So what do? We call a number. We opt out 5 years or a lifetime. The number's right in front of you. Write it down and call it later today, please. All understand how to play the game to win. So let's understand today. All right. If we balance our debt, because all cards fluctuate but 2, and we use the right card if we need it for emergency or lose your job, then what happens next? Simple. You can maintain a 750 score no matter what you do. There's no reason to have shitty credit. So help me, help you, and help other people. Referrals, affiliate program. We get to play the game to win. So if you lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Most people jack up their credit cards in 42 days. I would tell you to increase your limits before you jack up anything. But I'd like you to write down, I am willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp in my family, and I have no intent to do fraud. Write it down now. Why don't we get you your cake and eat it too? Let's master Ray's rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home again. Would that be okay? All right, so we get to play my way. Take a picture right here. Maybe you're all jacked up on your credit or something, all screwed up. What do we do now? You're jacked up. Why don't we take supply credit, turn it into cash? It's about $51,000. So we could play the game to win. See, getting to a 750 isn't hard to do as long as you do what I tell you to do. From there, I'm going to analyze you right away. I'm going to make sure you do a wrapper rescore. I'm going to look at that 510 to make you 757. That's the ultimate goal. From here, we're going to look at your case file. See, everybody gets one of these. It's an analyzation. By the way, I analyze you personally. All right, I've reviewed 55 million so far. This is literally a 600 to an 801. You want an 801? It's simple. I love when basically the thing goes up, and away. Isn't that fun? The graph. So again, what do? If you listen to me, I'll get you where you need to go, and I'll even guarantee it. They got no green lights. Rapid, 750 green lights. $1 million of credit. Bankruptcy, no problem. What do? They got a bankruptcy they didn't need, but they went to a bankruptcy attorney. What are they going to sell you? An ice cream or something? Now, understand, during bankruptcy, or you still need to build it up again. I got him a $500 capital one unsecured. I know you got 3 people on TikTok saying you need to count one secured. Please don't do that. My dashboard usually can get you a car with no guarantee. From there, if you needed one, it'd be an open sky. There's no inquiry. Put $200 on and spend $25. So understand there's ways to play the game. 11 collection accounts laid on the car payment, $3,000. So what do we get to do? Rebuild them. So 96 points in 3 days to push up and away and block all the bad credit. So when I was at the bottom bench for 32 years, Los Angeles, every Wednesday night, I saw my Millionaires Founders Kit for $5,000 a set. Being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles, I built credit for my cat just to prove my point as a stunt. Build $1 million of credit. Inc. magazine interview me says use plastic to finance your business. So if I can build a credit to $1 million for a cat, I can build it for you. But I need them to follow through. So here's Intuit. What do? They bought Credit Karma on December 2nd, 2020. Well, the problem with Credit Karma, it's good, it's free, but there's no phone number to help you. My dude dashboards will help you with 24-hour sort of call center. And that's the ultimate goal. So let's play. Credit repair? Sorry. I believe credit repair is a fraud. Why? Because the Federal Trade Commission says it. My magic wand's broken and it's bent. So the reality is, let's understand what we can actually do. Credit Repair Organization Act, they have that as well too. So what do we get to do? Well, the CFPB, all right, indicts the founder of the Credit Repair Cloud because he's trying to get everybody in the business. What, writing letters and lying? Why don't you write down section 611 and Google it today? It'll tell you exactly what you can do yourself. So let's understand, LifeLock, be careful there too. They've been indicted 6 times. Last indictment's $100 million. So I just want you to be careful and hold your hand every step of the way. Let me obtain your credit reports today. Let me analyze you. Let me personally tell you exactly, personally, me and you, all right, call your case number, what you need to do to get you to a 750 score in 90 working days. See, every Friday and Saturday, I analyze and tell you what to do. See, the goal is I'm online 6 days a week, live and in person, simple. So the Ray Reynolds University was my dream. What did we get to do? Up to $1 million a day. So the Millionaires Founders Kit was my next system at 12 books, 12 CDs, because that's 1 book per month to get to millionaire after 1 year. That was the goal. If you want a copy of that today, the office sells it for $1,000. No problem at all. If you did it with me right now, it's half price, $4.99. If you want the real estate system, our homestead blocker, sorry, basically simple, and financial system as well, become the bank, buckets of money, tax balancing, office is $19.99. With me, it's always half price, $9.99 for both. So here, I want you to take a picture right now. I want you to understand, this is Zelle. I like Zelle, and I think it's fun. You see, your banks bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. And what happens is very simple today. If you Zelle, you put RW when you Zelle. And the ultimate goes, I tell you, say, take a picture right now. And that's the new Zelle I'd like you to use today. Up, and away. So you took your picture, there you go. From here, if you need to call the office at 800-254-9506, you can do that as well. Simple. Now, I got specialty classes as well. Like I said, I'm online all the time doing classes like today and tomorrow and then Friday and Saturday too. You're stuck with me. From there, I think you got to get space and pass go. I think you're stuck. How about I show you some Lamborghinis, Duffy, Mansion? How about white men do jumps? Too many people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. How about race boats? How about basically helicopter, U-Dock, yachts, and Ferraris? I call it Ray's Rules. But you can basically do a couple things like see it, believe it, go get it if you want. But it's up to you. You see, I had a problem with all the goodies I was obtaining through the corporate structure. They kept saying loan to value problem. Well, when you do it through the division process, there's no problem. And you get millions and billions and billions and billions of goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies? That's how I got in millions and billions. So the millionaire, all right, what? We're looking at the corporate car. We're looking at the covered car. See, God's gift is simple. Mansions in the harbor, race boats and yachts in the backyard. The Duffy's to take basically the CFO on Friday nights and Saturday, steak and lobster to Captain Jack's. So when you have everything you want, what do? I have everything I ever wanted. You know, it's really weird. When I was 26 at 2.6 billion through the corporate structure, I had a problem. That's sitting 2.6 billion, actually 2.2 billion. I was scared. I get everything I want. What am I going to do? I was bored. I was afraid I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. So I decided to help more people and have some fun. So what made you jump? Stupid face say we don't. Take that to the lights that night when the Guinness Book of Records guy pissed me off. But again, we can accomplish our goals, have no excuses. After my more research, I didn't realize when I met Richard Bishop, he was my grandfather. He won the Olympics in 1932. Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. I think he looks like Al Capone. See, the word no does not mean no. No means I don't know how. And your problem is you paid attention to it. Now, I got classes all through this week if you want to play and learn the rules and tools. And don't forget, my classes are live. You're stuck with me getting a bunch of goodies. I like goodies. But again, you get to know me and you might be 45 to 70 years old, maybe younger. You played it safe. You never took a chance or you get your asses kicked. How about we do this? Let's see what the biggest mistake people do. It's their lack of commitment. It's fighting through the pain. They kind of gave up on themselves. So we got choices today. There's me with about $10 million of credit. All right, doing my broadcast for Las Vegas live show. Having fun. What's I like to do with you? So what am I going to say every step of the way? Always good. Thank you, Jesus. That's how it works. So today, if we write down today's date, we project 90 working days, we're going to reach the goal to the 750 score. Now, if you need a phone call with me, the office sells it for $500. Okay, I discount to $399. Pretty simple. The blueprint call is very simple to do. That means you're stuck with me. The office sells a blueprint call for an hour with you and your partner of life, literally for $19.99. I give it away for half price, for $9.99 today. If it's a Zelle. There's your Zelle. If you don't Zelle right away, guess what happens? You don't get the discount. That's how it works today. There's that phone number to call the office anyway. So what do? The United States of America Incorporated, they planned the old shit day. They invented a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. It's a Chapter 9 bankruptcy to wipe out the debts in the city and stay in business. So if they can plan it, you can plan it too. But again, you have to understand we the people. All right, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. But it's like these people right here. Glenn lived in his car for 3 years, brand new corp, $1 million, now it's house and car. Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross, I got him $3 million. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. I got him in a brand new dump truck in 6 months, $5 million contracts. Michael got rest his soul. Oh, we got Arnold here, presidents, Costner, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor, Superman for Gold's Gym, Cook Van got rest his soul, and I got her $1 million too. She got her videos out there as well. See, I'm also the incorporate for Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers and Angels. We can play. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry, this guy's not being a man. All right, hey, it's not easy. I came out of a damn coma. We were homeless that day. What are we gonna do? He can go to the church for the food. He can go drive Uber, Lyft, car, DoorDash, or have a garage sale. It's ridiculous. Me, I came home. No, I didn't have a home to come to after the coma. I have my 3 divisions of me and my 5 closet divisions. That allowed me to build $1 million of credit in 6 weeks and buy my wife an extreme house. See, I don't know why people stay down when they never had to. But again, what do? A division buys the car, division signs the lease, a division gets properties, a division is SS4 to receive money not taxable till you're profitable. In all credit cards, we can take 1 and turn it into 99 more. That's called daisy chaining of credit. I invented that too. We could play the game to win and win the game of business every step of the way. But it's up to you. Why don't you look at Secretary of State website today? Look at your corporation right there, nice and pretty. Then it has your name on it, off this list. You're on the bank account, and you probably use your home address. Do you realize that what you set up was wrong? Why don't we correct it to a mailbox, etc., a shared office space? But again, what happens today? If they sue that corp, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense? A line of defense. The ultimate goal is to do this right. 750 score. What do? Add you to my credit system. Year to run. All right, never look back. What do we say all through the day? I will accomplish my goals. From there, you want to be a millionaire? Say no. Would you like to be a millionaire corporation? Say yes. How you receive money matters. So if we did this correctly, we're going to use boring and study. What I've always done in my books for 49 years. Look around your city today. Let me see what you got. And I'll tell you what, let's go buy it. Let's go buy that Wendy's restaurant, the gas station, storage unit, apartment complex. Your problem is the money you've kind of wasted or pissed away in your lifetime. You could own the Wendy's across the street from you. Auto income. All right, the Ray Reynolds Rudd Investment Group, LLP. You do, we do, I do. We do it together. I'll show you how. We do it together, or I do it for you. So we do what you do, we do, I do. Write it down. You see, I want to take that company public in about a year, or millions and billions of dollars. Auto income experts, since I created it. So you can partner with me too. We can go get those pieces for you and we'll work it together. We can have some fun. You can learn to be an investor of the money I build you in the credit. You don't have to run it. That's what's called auto income. But you still need $100,000. So let's do this. Let's do this. Take a picture right now. All right, right there. Take that picture. $100,000 to $1 million a month. 9 divisions, corporation, financial freedom. That's what you get if you get stuck with me. We're going to play and win. All right, those are the type of business we're going to look at for auto income. Every step of the way. You don't have excuses. So what do you get to do? Let's look at other people, what they did too. Okay. Well, what we got here is very simple. $35,000 a month. It took 4 months for them to do that. This is Robert. But then what do? You could be next. David took 96. It took him 8 months. So again, based on how you put your effort into it. Katie took literally 11 months, 224,000. That's monthly income. So if we look at Freddie Mac today, we looked at HUD, 203K, Section 8, or we look at basically a DSCR loan, we go get the pieces that are making money and create auto income on that too. Become the bank. That's the goal. Let's be the bank. So today, 750 scores, that's the goal for you. Make you a CFO. I want to get you 10,000 of credit, 1 or 2 cards. I want to do a rapid rescore. I want to distribute if you have any negatives for 9 months for free. Then I'm going to charge you $14.99. Discount today is $9.99 for you. Up and away. That's all we got to do. Understand, that's what's going to make you to never bring the pain home and go after CFO level. And that's what you need. From there, starter package. You got a corp, goodie, let's build that one. Or you don't have one, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee, that's all you got to do. Let's build you up to CFO level. Now I'm going to charge you $2,499, $2,500, but I'm going to hand you $25,000 of credit, 10 times your investment. It's better than being in Vegas. I'm going to analyze you personally, add history, pop credit as soon as possible. Now, if that was done today, you're also getting level 1 setup with me, all right, basically for 90 days, class live, and it would be $19.99. But that is a Zelle. There's your Zelle. I told you, take a picture of that Zelle. It's right there. From there, if you want, 800-254-9506. What are we going to do? Repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. That's what I want to do. So what do we do from here? Let's get you 100,000 of personal credit. How about 100,000 of the corporation and multiply that to the division process? Let's pretend you're going to do what I tell you. I rebuild you, and I give you the Spartan card. 100,000, 2 for 30, 160 times 9. B of A's got 3 cards. Wells Fargo's got 4. Bank, they got 5. Gold, they got 1 too. If I take 5 of the 10 cards that I like, I can get you up to $5 million of credit. Would that be okay? Then we got to go play with the bank. The bank will give you a line of credit up to what? 150, no tax return, but you got to have a 2-year corporate division. These are my 5 favorite ones anyway. I call it checkbook money. When you get to checkbook money, remember, the bill's due in 45 days. You better bridge on that or put something in escrow. But again, that's up to you to understand how to play the game to win. So let's understand today. We got to go get some goodies. Divisions allow us to do projections. Men are maker. As we play this game, well, what we're going to do is simple. So let's do. Let me get you the American Express Platinum, all right, card, personal and business. How about divisions? How about employee cards? Let's do it for the gold card too. Let's look at the applications of business. All applications for 17 years now have division process on the application. Do you realize they want to give you 99 more cards? That'd be $100 million. That's too much. So I like to give you two American Express, personal and business. I'd like to understand I can get you lined up for the line of credit personal. How about the blueprint loan? The blueprint's up to $250,000. So if you're ex-military, let the client let us know, one of the specialists as well. See, I can get you lined up for basically some credit lines too. And if you have a 550 score, I'd like you to use that lines of credit, get your credit cards to balance your debt. 50,000 line of credit up to that, and credit cards up to 40. If you're ex-military, or maybe you have a friend and family member or is ex-military as well. So that family member can get you an access code. We can play the game to win. If I take corporate credit, borrow money is not taxable, and I take that and I use it to buy my lifetime income. See, there's the problem. You kept stealing it from the family. The ultimate goal is no. So franchise and real estate. So if we look at manageable debt, I'll set taxes, 100,000 of personal, auto income, $1 million corporate credit. We learn to leverage the money after that too. Leveraging money. So let's understand today, 100,000 of credit. The office sells this for $10,000. It's 10%. They do have a discount right now of $79.99. No problem. If it was done during the webinar with me, this means now, if it's not done, they don't give you the discount. So the reality is very simple, 50% off of that 100,000. See, you need 100,000 of personal and business. So what do we do this? How about we do that 100,000 for $4,999, $5,000 for the 100,000. Now, if you want personal and business, we're going to times 2. That's $200,000 to you and the corporation for $69.99. But the reality is simple. From there has to be a Zelle. If you're a client already, a millionaire in the making, or credit rebuilding, you could actually pay your difference. So you can get that as well. Ultimate goal, $50,000 of credit. Usually 5. Their discounts 4. My discount today is $24.99 if it was sold right away. From here, we got $25,000 of credit, $2,500. Normally, it's $19.99 discount, but right now, during the broadcast, it's $12.50. There's your basically understand that's a discount today. There's your Zelle. Again, you can always call the office right away, but if it's not Zelle during the broadcast, the opportunity for that discount is gone. Ultimate goal. There's the office phone number to call right away. So if I get you into coaching, I can analyze you every 5 days. I'll know more about your credit than you do. That means what are we going to do? I'm going to get on that phone with you every other week. Let's write down credit, loan, and money. That's how I created cash flow for every time. So credit, loan, and money, I had to loan that money on the credit to keep it alive because they're shrinking my limits. Corporation should be management company, line of defense, and what do? We protect what? Everything is a division, franchise and apartment complex. So the ultimate goal is financial freedom. That's how you build from 10 to 100,000 a month. Now, here's the thing that happened with me. I'm doing auctions and flippity dippity doos when I was basically 17, all right, to 20 years old. It was fun. I'm even offering to loan people money in the auctions, having fun. I want to be the damn bank. But I realized the buyer's a liar, the agent, the broker, they're all liars, they're all full of do. From there, the contractor's full of crap as well. Look at all these ding-dongs in 2008 screwed it up using countrywide stated income crap. 21 years old, I decided to be the bank. I didn't want to basically do it that way. I sold a car, expensive car, they gave me a deposit. But I carried the loan, and I got the difference between the interest rate, $413 a month, 7 years. I sold a house. What did I do? Got $1,200 a month for 30 years. So I realized I could be the bank. Why don't you write down assignment of mortgage, assignment of asset, and get a hold of the real estate and financial series right away. Now, what do? Make your money making machine. So let's think. I can sell supply and vendor credit now, get a bill up to 90 days, and do OPM money. And I can use Dun & Bradstreet. And I can sell on Amazon and eBay. That'd be kind of fun. See, your corporation today, all right, basically, I understand if you don't have it, I'll give you one for free, you pay your filing fee. I believe you haven't got a lot of cash credit. I'd like to get you 100,000. I'd like you to stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you my way because your way sucks. Sorry to say, but it's true. So what happens? The corporation's a legal what? What do? Assets for the legal name of entity, individual person. Banks, they bankrupt branch numbers. Stores bankrupt store numbers. They stay in business right off on their taxes while you sit there screwing it up. So what do we look at? Banking and credit purposes. That's the line of defense. We could play the game to win. Corporations should only do 4 things in my rules. Raise rules, do what you want. I believe you should buffer tax. I believe corporate credit is a write-off and straight credit card. Cars fleet price, stay at hotel and get the free buffet. Then your division is line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate real estate. I put this in my book 35 years ago. Where the blank have you been? Line of defense, protect your assets. Build a corporate umbrella, never bring the pain home. That's up to you. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things all the time. But again, people aren't stupid. This half the world's lazy. When I had a problem in basically 87, 89, they're shrinking my limits. It's scaring the crap out of me. I realized I could loan out the money. That's what I did. So I created cash flow fee per time, loaning out credit and money. And what did I do? I created an income. In the book called Buckets of Money, you will find a matrix I did for $4.6 million. $190,000 a month. Took me 18 months, 41 divisions. So you might want to do the same thing. The assets behind that became $1.1 billion. So we could actually play this game to win. But again, do you want to be a millionaire? Say no. Would you like to have a corporate millionaire? Say yes. How do you receive money and get the honey? We get to play the game to win. Every division is a bucket of money. Every location, everything you do can be a bucket of money. The financial series, tax balancing, become the bank, and from there, buckets of money. The ultimate goal. So if you want a division today, I'm going to set it up. All I need is a name of a person, corporation, or division, or subsidiary. Give me a name. I'll add history, and that'll establish the experience under an Equifax. After you daisy chain credit, then we'll get a tax ID, because we want separate billing, get its own account. So today, take a picture of this. Divisions are $9.99 each. Here's a way you can get the divisions today, with or without credit. You got your picture now? There you go. What do we do next? Pretty simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically double the number. So where it said 3, you're getting 6, 9's 18, 12's 24. That's only a Zelle payment. If you don't Zelle, do it before I'm done talking, then the opportunity for doubling is over because I gave it to you. There's basically what we're going to do is Zelle. So let's understand buckets of money. All right, Red Reynolds University, my goal, my dream. Add you to my credit system. Now I would like you to pull out your driver's license, insurance, registration today. I'd like you to change it to a P.O. box and mailing address. You're highly intelligent, but you're giving a stranger your home address. Let's change it today, please. When you buy a car, it's very simple. It's fleet price, tax ID division. That's right, fleet price, tax ID division. So the goal would be very simple today. You buy a house, no husband or wife, no married, sole, and separate person. Yeah, maybe car. The problem when you lose house and car, the creditor can send it to the IRS as a 1099-C. That means you might have double shaded credit. So every property should be a division. Your house payment offsets the taxes. We watched Amazon not pay tax on the first 10 billion to a couple trillion. Why would they pay tax? So they're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. They're playing the game. We watched him borrow 44 billion from 3 banks. Totally D, totally dumb. Got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship. Other one's gonna land on the moon yesterday. Okay, goody. So you could actually join the club, and you could be winning the battle if you want to. I would always tell you, pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. You see, the problem you have today is your income is taxable, right? Then you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I tell you no, because that should be a company car. And write it all off anyway, because I do. You could play the game to win. So now, if you're one of those people, I don't follow tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went for 3 years, 18 million out of his pocket. And people go, who's he now? You see, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. It's not acceptable. If you want to save 70%, it's a division process for wholesale and bill up to 90 days. We could actually leverage money to $1 million to $15 million, and we get what left over. Leverage money, line of defense, never bring the pain home. So what are you willing to lose? So far, you've been jeopardizing you and your family all your life when it comes to credit. I finally got a family, wife, 6 kids, and 13 grandkids. Corporation. So let's understand division. The only thing you should risk ever. That's how you get checkmate. We get to stop bringing the pain home. House, car, all the goodies. How about we think to be the impossible? How about we reach the dream? I've been training people for 49 years to be a CFO, Corporation Division Process. Would you like to be next? It's kind of up to you. I told you to take a picture to be a CFO. There's the goal. Remember, I say it kind of blunt. It's sorry to say, bullshit doesn't pay the bills. 87% of people have excuses. You can start with $2,500 and change your life with your goals. You say yes, then the yes becomes a no in 5 minutes. Your lack of commitment is the problem. What do? Just like Robert and Joanne did. They spent $5,000, and I build the credit up and away. All they had to do is basically reinvest the credit I built them too. That's all you got to do. So if you don't have a profit or non-profit from last year, let me know. We have them in stock. We do charge $5,000 for a corporation this last year, and it even has division. So you can move it around everywhere you want. You would change the name. You want a phone call with me? Not $500 today. It's $399. If it says L. Blueprint call, you and your partner of life have to be on the phone for up to 1 hour. And I'm going to dissect everything we talk about. I'm going to actually give you a blueprint starting the next day. Office is $19.99. I discounted $9.99 to you if it was Zelle right away. There's your Zelle. But it's up to you again too. Take that picture. Before I'm done talking, you get the discount. If not, you kind of blew it. 800-254-9506. So if I do coaching with you, that means we're going to be on that phone every other week. And I'm going to give you the next list and the next list and the next list. Because I believe you need auto income. I believe that's what you should have did since day one. But it's up to you. The investment group. We do, I do, you do. Pick it. We are the experts. So from there, we become what? An investor. With the credit I build you, auto income. I don't want you to run it. This is the blueprint for all of you right there. Take that picture. That should actually be on your desk. You should be possessed to go get that. From there, you're the investor. You don't run it, you just own it. But it does take $100,000 because we need at least 25 to 50 in escrow. What do? You partner up. If you're in coaching, what do? You get stuck with me. What a concept. Those are the type of business I'd like you to get stuck with. Understand how to play the game to win. Our location system works pretty good. We can work through the escrow for you. Now, we give discounts all the time through the webinar with me, up to 50%. And that's where you get to play. This is a mini coaching blueprint call. A call after that. From there, 10,000 credit and a rapid rescore. Today, if this was done at 4,000, it would be discounted to you for $19.99. There's your 50% discount for that. So you get your feet wet in coaching. But that is a Zelle payment only. If you wanted 6 weeks, all right, you get an hour blueprint. We're going to give you 25,000 in credit. We're going to expedite the rapid. We're going to give you all the classes 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. Usually $12,000, discounted today to $6,000. Have a price for you. There's that Zelle. Simple to do. Again, what do we do next? Take a picture of the Zelle. Call the office 800-254-9506. If you want long-term coaching, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, then we have to change what we think. See, the IRS or website says 5 million below small company. So if we're going to do that, we should go 5 million. By the way, most of my people that I coach, I've been coaching for anywhere from 5 to 35 years. So guess what? You might get stuck with me for a lifetime. We've got to fight to get the keys. If you want 3, 6 months, 9 or 12 months, remember our goal is to increase limits daisy chain credit, all right, get you a call every other week. That's the ultimate goal. From here, if we went for the 3 months, all right, very simple. 3 months of coaching is $9,000 with me. From there, you get 50,000 of credit. If we look at 6 months, 16,000, 100,000 of credit. If we looked at basically 1 year, it's 32,000, and you're getting basically 200,000 of credit. It's a Zelle payment, or you call that office right away. Very simple to do. From here, let's understand, all right, if you want that 750 score, I gotta get everybody there. I got no problem, I'm gonna analyze you. If you basically want that 750, I'm gonna get you 10,000 credit, maybe on 1 or 2 cards. From here, I'm gonna do wrap or rescore, push you up and away, and I'm gonna distribute any negatives for 9 months for free. From there, it's $14.99. Discounted today for $9.99. It goes down right away by Zelle, and you never bring the pain home. It gets you to CFO level. All right, starter package, let's build you up CFO. Let's charge you $2,499. Let's give you 25,000 of credit. Let's give you 10 times your money back. And then let's make that $19.99 today with Zelle. Pretty simple to do. There you go. 800-254-9506. Help me help you and help other people. Referrals. All right, affiliate program. All I know is I'm going to do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal for all of us. We have the ability to change our lives, and you get stuck with me every step of the way. I never let people down. The ultimate goal, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all. Do yourself a favor. Zelle, now, or call that number, 800-254-9506.